So what I'm showing you here is taking a shop vac. By the way, we found out we doesn't need to be this big a vacuum cleaner. It can be a little battery powered shop vac. And I'm running it through a little assortment of just test things here, test mode here. And I'm testing here is that I sucked up the water and I sucked the air out and it came up to here. Now I come to here. Now I'm going to close this one here and I'm going to open up this one here. And when I open that up, what you'll see is the water, this will balance off with this guy here, and this is coming through this hose here, and you see it balance off here. Well, that hose is going up to the ceiling and coming down. So this is showing the actual vacuum that I'm holding. So this, I could pump this water. I could have a one this high and be able to operate. Okay, now I'm only doing down here. So that also shows this water could be a foot lower than it is right now, and this vacuum, I could still start it. Now once started, it could be any level. But this is important. This tube shows you how high you're doing it. This one confirms that you're in there. But notice that here, that you can't see the water, and it's probably going to algae up. On the other hand, I'm going to try something. I'm going to take this guy out, okay, here. I'm going to let the water just drain out of it naturally, right? It's going to go up and over, right? And then you're going to lose your siphon. You see that? Okay, so I'm going to redo it again. I'm going to drop it back down in the water. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to turn it on again. When I turn it on, you're going to see it's going to suck up over here. Now there goes your water. And you're going to see this guy bounce up because it's in the water down below. You see that? All right. Now I'm going to close this one. That's the vacuum pump, right? I'm going to turn that off. So now this is in the water, and so you have the vacuum is coming around and coming to here. So you see it? Let me go a little slower motion here. Go up, go high, and I'm coming back down, and I'm coming over here. And that's because I want to see, I want that water level to be above that level, guaranteed, okay? Now just for giggles, I'm going to close this one. I'm going to take this one out and let the water just run out of the tube. If I let it run out of the tube and then I place it back in the water, so the end of it is in underneath the water, correct? And then I open this one up, bingo, I see I still have my vacuum. You see that? Okay, now this hose has got to be kept in the water, okay? But if I wanted to, I could take it out, close it, take it out, let the water drain out, just naturally drain out, okay? Put it back over here, and holding it there, open her back up, and you see I still got my suction. You see that? Okay. Now that amount of air that was in the tube went over and around. So if I had it shorter, you know, but all it's doing, this is just replacing that as a visual. So if I turn on my vacuum, as long as that tube is in the water, I do there, it's going to suck up the water to there. So it's going to suck it up to the medium height. Okay? Now it's kind of interesting, the physics of this. If I close this off, watch this water, see here? So you're still coming here and you're coming around and up. Okay? So that's as high as you'll pump it. Okay? So you go in there and you see I still got my siphon over there. So I'm going to close this one, close that one. Now all that's all off. Now another way that I can check my siphon to see if my siphon is working is that if I reach over here and I close this one here, right? If I close that one, these are open, 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 and that one, I'm going to open this one and I'm going to let the water come out there. If I do that, when I'm going to close this one out, because that's an air vent, right? And I'm going to open this one. This one just goes down to the vacuum cleaner. And what I've done is open up a drain down there. This water should siphon, because the water is that high in this tank, it should siphon out on the ground, and I should not lose my siphon. So I'm going to open up the hose. Everything's staying static. Good. Now I'm going to open up the valve here. And this one should stay static. See? No change there. And what I got is water coming out in the ground. See there? water coming out on the ground. Now that's kind of cool. That means that I can come, if I can't see the water here, or if I don't have clear pipe there, and I want to know that this is working, I can come over here. If water comes out, I'm working. Is that cool? Huh? You see that? So that's the water. I'm siphoning it out of the tank, all right? So that is a simple double check if you want to know the siphon working. I'm doing that because this guy's buried in the ground. I can't lift it up and see it heavy. In Jamaica, I did these and I went overhead, going over and came down. But the water in these tanks is too low for me to lift that high, and I was hitting my head. So we decided to go in the ground, but I lost the ability to reach over and lift this up to see if it's got weight. If it had weight, I know I got a charge, right? But this way, I can just reach over here and open this up like that, and the water come out. I know I'm siphoning. How cool is that? And I can do both at one time. I can open up this one over here. Now, if I open this and that drops down, that means there was air in this line, right? Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open up the water. Yeah, and notice I'm staying static. Yeah, is that cool or what? So I have not lost siphon.